Today, Mrs. T and I are traveling to rural northern Indiana. Take a look. That's the grain elevator in basically the center of town. And we're heading to visit a guy who quit his job as a truck driver, bought $20,000 worth of equipment, and became an artist. And man, he is good. He works with silver. He does pressed silver, silver pours. You're going to enjoy this one. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I travel all over the place to bring you interesting videos. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not currently a subscriber, hit the subscribe as well. Enjoy. All right, Jimmy, JC Metals, how's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Hey, pretty good. Hey, really nice to meet you, my friend.
Yep, good to meet you.
We have a mutual friend in JT, Tommy Miner down in Avon, and he is good people, man. He is a great guy. You know,
Yeah, it's been probably, I don't know, it's been 5-6 years.
Oh, okay.
7 years.
Oh, you've known him a lot longer than me then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, we're going to get ready to do some pressing in just a minute. All right, I see you getting set up there. This is an incredible setup that you have here, this big press. And do you mind telling the folks, if you feel comfortable, like how much something like this costs? I mean, it's not a cheap setup.
The press itself, yeah, I mean, you can look it up online. It's Red Line Stands. I'm not a dealer or anything like that for them. Or,
Yeah.
But they do a good job on their press, for sure.
Yeah.
It's 100 ton.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a little over $10,000.
Okay.
Shipped.
Well, that's a big investment, my friend. And so, what is that piece you have there? It looks like a big donut. Is that a collar or what?
Yeah, this is the collar. So you have the collar, and then you got this.
Okay.
It goes inside, and that holds the collar up.
And then what you have in your right hand, that's a die.
This is a die.
Let me take
called the Tree of Woe.
A little close up of that. Tree of Woe. How'd you get the idea for the artwork?
This is my artwork.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
Yeah, it's my original art.
Have you always been an artist? Is that something that you learned later in life? Or?
I took art classes in school, and I've always liked it.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, so you get it lined up in there like that.
I see.
Use this as a guide.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then with it being, with those lines on there, it gives you points of, you get used to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like reference points.
Yeah, it's basically a reference point of where you need to be.
Okay.
And then the blank will go in there. They're in the tumbler right now, so. But we'll put a blank in there and we'll line these up. It's got marks on it to where I can keep everything lined up right.
Yeah.
That'd be the reverse die. It's got my logo, and it's 2 troy ounce and 999 fine or AG.
So basically, you have two because you're making stackers.
Yeah, this is a stacker coin. You just stay there if you want. I've got examples here.
Oh, okay. Got it. So that's going to be the end product. Man, that is really cool.
There's the front and back.
So, yeah, they literally stack just like Scottsdale stackers. They stack right into each other.
Yep.
That's a cool
stack.
Line up like checkers.
Yep. And then they stack together.
That's sweet, man.
These are hand poured. I mean, every one of them's different.
Yeah.
You look around the edges, you can see the pour lines. I love that.
Man, it's so cool to see an artist at work here.
I mean, you can see all the pour lines around the edges on some of these.
Yeah.
It looks like mess ups, but it's really not. It's just it's more natural. It's the natural way that it flows.
I tell people about that when I'm making my creations that, each one's different. They all have their own character. And, sometimes something will come out fantastic.
Yeah.
And sometimes not so much. And it is what it is. That's the way the silver went. And that's the way, it came out.
There's the...
Oh, yeah.
See where you can flip it over. It's got a little description on the back. And
that's wild.
Do you know what the Tree of Woe is?
I don't.
Okay, so I didn't realize this for a long time. It's kind of funny how it all came to be. Actually, this is my logo, or my original logo, and so it's the Tree of Life, and I'm kind of demented anyways when it comes to stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So, but this was supposed to be like the Tree of Life, but a reminder that with death there's life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But then a buddy of mine, I was looking for a name. I was just kind of brainstorming a name, and I get with other people and see what they think. And,
Sure.
And someone said the Tree of Woe,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know what the Tree of Woe was. Never heard of it.
Uh-huh.
So I got to looking it up, and what it is, it's a tree that they used to use as punishment. And everything,
Someone
but-
casually mentioning that just kind of made your artist brain click.
And then later on, I didn't realize it, but it's actually been a huge reference in a lot of movies and stuff in the past. Like Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah.
That's the tree that he was tied to was called the Tree of Woe. I didn't intend on it being that.
That's kind of the way art works, right?
That's not where my brain was going with it, but
And
I like it now. I love it.
regarding those dies, Jimmy, those aren't cheap either, are they?
No, not at all.
Okay, we're not talking
It's
about
a huge investment.
we're not talking about $200-300. We're talking thousands.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So my buddy Russ and I were kicking around the idea of maybe minting some coins, but the investment on those dies is a heavy one. Yeah. Is there a company that you would recommend as like for looking into if he and I wanted to go halves or something like that?
Yeah, I'll mention his name. He done me well. It's Chris Becks.
Okay.
Becks Engraving.
Is he here in Indiana or is he around the
He's
country?
out in California.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. We'll have to look
Yeah.
that guy up then.
Really good guy. Him and his wife. It's family owned and
Okay.
started out like me, basically. You know,
Yeah.
not like me, but you know what I mean. He just started from the ground up.
Speaking of starting from the ground up, you're a Hoosier farm boy. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not really a farm boy, but yeah, I guess. I don't own a farm.
Yeah, but you know, you grew up in a rural area here.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Got your blanks ready to rock and roll, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Good to go.
Yeah, this is cool.
You just want to get them lined up,
Uh-huh.
you know, pretty well even all the way around.
Uh-huh. Wow.
So
I see
die,
what you mean. Yeah, if it's cockeyed, they're not gonna
they're not going to
line
line
up
up.
the way you want them.
They're
lined
thick enough. I mean, if you accidentally get it twisted a little, you're not going to hurt nothing.
Uh-huh.
But because they're thick enough, you know, it's not going to go down to the other die.
Okay.
It's not going to get close enough to hurt anything.
Yeah, you just want it to your satisfaction.
There's not really much to see. That's where it's all at right here.
Oh, okay. Got it.
95 ton. And we got us a coin.
Wow, that's fast, huh? That's wild, man.
So there's your coin.
Wow. Just like that. Sweet.
Now it's stuck in there, right?
Okay.
So you gotta take this collar off, or this piece off here,
Uh-huh.
and then your bottom die, you gotta stick that die back down in there
Ah.
until
Okay.
it's locked in,
Okay.
and hold it in and bring it back over here.
Ah, okay.
And that's where this ring comes in.
That's a heck of a lot of pressure. All right, so.
There she got. Got us a coin.
Okay. Man, a coin just got born.
Yeah.
Look at that. You see that? That's awesome, man.
And we'll go ahead and do some more.
Sure. Look at that, guys. Very sweet. The artwork on here is incredible. And
Very detailed.
yeah, the imagination it takes. But I really appreciate how you went the extra mile. Not only just the one side, but make it a stacker that is really going the extra mile in my book.
Yeah.
Her up.
Squishy, squishy.
Have you ever gone too far?
No. Pretty quick.
Okay.
You can go past 100 and it'll blow that piston out the top, I'd say.
Gee, we wouldn't.
You don't want to do that.
No. Oh, gosh. Man, these are big boy toys right here. Not messing around. So cool.
As you know.
Sweet.
I'll pass them off to you.
Thank you. I'll be your apprentice today. I'll tell you what, I've learned a lot from you already, just on your setup and your furnace and your system with your propane and just all kinds of stuff. So it's a real pleasure to be here learning from Jimmy. Jimmy, you do this is your full-time gig, huh?
Yeah.
Line her up, press her down, and don't blink. There you go. Boom. You also do some sand casting?
Yeah, I do sand cast.
How did you learn how to do all this? Watching videos or?
Yeah, I'm all self-taught.
Okay.
I didn't have no help, or I had help. I shouldn't say I didn't have help. I had to look for it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I had to do the research myself.
Yeah. Same thing. Whatever I learned to this point about silver pouring, it's basically all from YouTube. And
That's good cleaning there.
oh yeah.
That's how I want to see them come out every time.
Ideal.
No, but it's amazing.
About 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
Cool.
Jimmy, I'll tell you what, you've got some cool stuff. And Mrs. T and I, if you don't mind, are going to look around, maybe pick out a few items. And hey, if my people watching this right now say, hey, I'd like a piece like this, do you have a website or?
I'm on Facebook. It's Jimmy Lowery.
Okay.
Lowery.
Okay.
It's got my logo. It would be this sticker right here.
Okay. Got it. I will put a link to that. So guys, look for that logo.
And then also Instagram and TikTok.
Okay. Got it. I'll put links to all that stuff in the video description. And, I might even buy a piece or two to throw up on my auctions and see how people like them. Maybe they'll like them as much as I do. Hey, Jimmy, I appreciate the time, my friend.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been an awesome time.
Special thank you to these channel members who support my efforts to bring you videos just like this one. There's information about becoming a channel member down in the video description. And thank you for watching. Now let me show you what I purchased. The Tree of Woe, I bought about a half dozen of those and even one of his original pieces. Now, Jimmy, during our conversation, mentioned that he does silver pours, and that's a whole nother area that we're going to have to visit next time I see Jimmy. I'll have to come back for that one. But look at these pieces. The attention to detail is impeccable. Absolutely incredible. Probably one of the best silver pour artists out there. And look, the interesting motif, a small intestine. Who does that? I had to pick it up. And of course, a piece for Mrs. T. Take a look at this one. This one opens up, and when it does, a shark tooth emerges. Incredible. Hey, thanks once again for watching. And if you're interested in purchasing a piece like this, visit my auction, which I will hold on Sunday morning. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, check out my auction. See?